Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to NLW Revenge, and coming up next, it's the WrestleMania rematch that certainly these two guys have been waiting for a while, and this time it's a casket match. Sting takes on Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, who was undefeated before Sting beat him at WrestleMania, and now he has the Brood by his side. He is even more dangerous, and we're about to see that dangerousness manifest itself in this casket match up against Sting. Right now, the Eater of Worlds, as he's going to make his... Well, you see the Brood there. Those are the men who baited in Sting the night after WrestleMania and put him in that casket, beat it over with shovels and sticks and pipes. And well, there he is. And he's going to be hoping that that's the last time he's going to have to step foot in that casket. Bray Wyatt. As I said, he was undefeated until WrestleMania, where Sting defeated him. But now, he has reinforcements. And I booked this matchup believing that there was going to be a one-on-one advantage. However, as we see, the Brood are not leaving. And I guess it's all within the rules. The rules are, there are no disqualifications, there are no countouts. So, there's nothing wrong with it legally. However, we know that Bray Wyatt isn't the most sportsmanlike competitor in that ring. He's more about, well, getting inside your mind, body and soul. And look at Wyatt, directing the Brood here. And he is unleashing the Brood onto Sting, and it's all legal, yeah, but it's not fair. But Wyatt doesn't care about that. All he cares about is taking out Sting and spreading his message via the medium of pro wrestling of NLW here. And look at Burchill holding open the casket, gonna try and punch Sting in, but Wyatt thrown in instead. And in case you're unfamiliar with the rules of a casket matchup, no disqualifications and no countouts, as we said. Only way to win this matchup: put your opponent in that casket and shut the lid for the win. And now Thorne working over Sting, and again there with those hard, heavy steel steps. And Burchill holds open the casket, and Wyatt is in the ring, has barely even had to break or sweat, because Sting now, and he's trying to fight back against the Brood, and he does. Sends Thorne into Burchill, and the Gorilla Press, and slams him down. And now Sting gonna try and do what he did at WrestleMania and put away the Eater of Worlds. And now Wyatt, oh look at this, there's that massive bulldog from Sting. And this is a man who's competed in 4 separate decades. Obviously experience advantage goes to Sting, but what good is experience when it's 3-on-1? That's the question. Oh, and there you go again. And as I said, look at that throwing suplex there. Throwing Sting halfway across the ring. Thorne crotched him on the top rope, and now Thorne and Burchill being told by Bray Wyatt what to do. They're going to put him in this casket already. They want to backdrop him into it, but no, the double DDT! And well, Sting with that experience, he knows a thing or two. Oh my god, and look at that. But he stomps on the Spider and squishes him. And that runs off the ropes, but gets torpedoed in the chest with those elbows. Bray Wyatt is like a freight train when he's coming at you. He doesn't stop. He doesn't... Oh, look at this now. He's directing his choir. And there's that side slam. And now kicks him for good measure as well. And I don't like the look of this for Sting at the moment. Obviously not getting a fair one-on-one fight or a one-on-one shot, but at the moment he's trying to fight back as best he can, as he sends Bray Wyatt back first. And look at this, Thorne was about to sneak up on him, but that spinning heel scorpion kick. Oh, and here's Burchill again. And watch your back, mate. And this is not what I intended to happen here at Revenge. I wanted it to be a fair rematch for Bray Wyatt against Sting, but I should have known that the Brood were going to get involved somehow. And is Bray Wyatt unstoppable with the Brood? But you can see now, Sting, not faced by the chair shot earlier, bites him. Survival-like tactics, and there's a massive clothesline by Wyatt, and there's that senton. crushing nearly 300 pounds on top of Sting. And there's Thorne now with that chair and throws it. Lands right on the back of Sting's head. And Wyatt may be looking for Sister Abigail at some point. But there's Sting throwing the chair in his face. And that's going to mess up your facial features. Oh, what a drop kick by Sting. And here's the Stinger splash. Bray Wyatt, what the hell? And Burchill hiding in the casket. And I don't think Sting knows it. Well, Bray Wyatt seemingly down for the moment. And look at this. And Burchill from inside of the casket with that fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher in the eyes, blinding Sting. And now the Brood working on Sting. And where the hell is Paul Burchill going? Thorne has Sting down. Oh my god, what the? Look at the height! He's on top of the stage! Oh my god! You can tell the cult-like status that Bray Wyatt has. The fact that the Brood will nearly, well, they'll nearly off themselves in the name of Bray Wyatt. And I don't like the looks of this for Thorne. Scorpion death drop on top of that hard wooden casket. Well, Burchill risking his life for the sake of Bray Wyatt, and that just goes to show you how this man can manipulate people. And Sting, oh my. But Wyatt takes advantage of the melee and hits him with a Sister Abigail, and it may be over right now. And remember, there's no pinfalls. Because if there were, Bray Wyatt, you know, he would be right on top of him, pinning him for the 1-2-3, and we'd have a winner. But no, this is a casket matchup. Only way to win this is put your opponent in the casket, as he's doing now. But look at that. Holy hell, from the top of our staging area onto the wooden casket, there's no give whatsoever. And when your body bounces off wood, you know it's not a good impact. Oh, look at this. Well, Bray Wyatt trying to put away Sting, but you can see Sting blocking the casket with his hand, blocking the lid with it. And remember, the lid has to be fully shut in order to win this one. And here's Bray Wyatt with a chair. Both members of the Brood are down. But Sting arm drags him in. And now he's going to the top rope maybe. High flying! Oh my god! And the casket lid is shut. Do we have a winner? Is this a draw? I guess only one man has to go in. But, oh, and there they are. The lid is open. Sting wants to put him away. What? What the? What the hell? That's AJ Lee and the Sister Abigail into that casket. And what the hell? And she's passing Wyatt the chair when he... I have no idea what in the hell is happening. Sting got leveled with the chair by AJ, and Bray Wyatt shuts the casket and he's won. Well, if you saw Metal earlier tonight on the pre-show, you saw the Brood kidnap AJ Lee, seemingly in costing a women's title matchup, and they kidnapped her. Why the hell is she helping Wyatt? And I apologise, but I'm in some shock, to be honest with you. Well, Sting dove onto Wyatt, the casket lid shut, and then AJ Lee came out here and with that chair and leveled Sting in the back, and Bray Wyatt has gotten revenge for what happened at WrestleMania. And now look at AJ Lee. She's locking the casket. And the Brood are looking on as AJ Lee is locking that casket shut. And she was kidnapped by the Brood. What the hell is that? Jesus, that smells. What in the hell is that stench? What the hell? Oh my god. No, that's gasoline. That's gasoline! And Bray... Oh my god! The casket is on fire! The casket is on fire! And died! Jesus Christ! Sting's been burned alive!
There's only so much the human body can endure before a fighter must reach their breaking point. For some, that breaking point doesn't exist. When you unleash that beast, that fit of rage inside you that makes you forget all your senses, all your surroundings, and go full throttle at the person standing in your way. Once that caged beast is unleashed, it's near impossible to stop them. Hooks, chains, steel, it isn't enough to contain this kind of ferocity. These fighters, when unchained, go in for the kill. No Limits Wrestling presents Unchained live on pay-per-view.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sting has been taken to a nearby medical facility, being treated for severe burns. They've managed to get him out of the casket. I apologise for the graphic nature of what just happened, but we've got to continue with the pay-per-view, unfortunately. But Sting, we don't know what his condition is, but it's not looking good at the moment. They managed to pry him out of that casket, and he's being treated at a local hospital, and never mind. We'll get back. We'll get an update as soon as we get one. We'll give you one as soon as we get. I'm sorry. And you want to talk about reprehensible actions? I'm sorry to use this as a segue, but it's true. Seth Rollins, only mere days after Triple H was run over, career potentially ended by getting hit by a car, came out, mocked Triple H, said he was the greatest star in NLW. After all, Seth Rollins was the last one to beat Triple H after he was run over, and all the signs are pointing that it could have been Seth Rollins. Obviously, the investigation's ongoing, but right now, this is about Drew Galloway. Galloway standing up for injustice that he feels Seth Rollins has perpetrated. And that leads us here tonight. In fact, you want to talk about injustice? Drew Galloway was moments away from becoming the first man ever to pin Kurt Angle in NLW in a street fight this past week, when Seth Rollins came out of the crowd and hit him with a curb stomp directly onto a chair, ensuring that that did not happen. And now, Drew Galloway, all business here, is looking to get revenge. And I know I'm saying that word a lot, it's the name of the pay-per-view, but, there's a reason it's called Revenge here tonight. And you can see now, look at Drew Galloway, plants him, drops him on that apron, and now sends him into the barricade. I'm sorry for my somber tone, I'm just worried about Sting, we all are. But Seth Rollins might want to be worried about his back. Good grief. Thrown into that ring post by Drew Galloway, the man from Ayr, Scotland, looking to make an impact here in NLW. And he almost did that by becoming the first man to beat Kurt Angle, if it wasn't for Seth Rollins. And Rollins also beat him up in that huge parking lot brawl that led to Triple H being run over, and then of course costing him a matchup on Metal against Scott Hall a couple weeks ago. But now, in the ring here, gets elbowed in the face. Rollins, look at this, and he goes after him with some sort of diving manoeuvre from the second rope, but gets caught in a tilt-a-whirl slam by Galloway. And Galloway taking out his frustrations on the former member, the former architect of the New World Order here in NLW. Of course, they're no more. And we're going to have, oh, good grief. There's a clothesline onto the apron and a kick to the back of the head. And more information is going to come up, including about a new NLW commissioner coming soon. And, Seth Rollins' old buddy, the old commissioner, the former commissioner, resurfacing with JBL and looking to sue Dean Ambrose, but that's another story we'll get to. At the moment, this is about two of the best athletes we have here in No Limits Wrestling. Seth Rollins and Drew Galloway, two future world champions here, in my opinion. And now rings the arm, but Drew Galloway punches him away. And now look at that, runs off the ropes but gets drop kicked in the face by Seth. And Rollins, they don't call him the architect for nothing. He's a master strategist. And at the moment, as he locks his arms under the chin, the referee's going to have to make sure that that's not a complete chokehold. And here we go again. Taking time to taunt the audience, and, should have edited that out, but we're live as always. And there is the axe handle from the second rope. And Seth Rollins in the corner, I should say in the ropes. And what a kick by Rollins. Enziguri to the back of the skull, and again plants him with the hip lock and the takedown. And now trying to choke the life out of Galloway, but now runs off the ropes, then up on his shoulders. I don't like the look of that. There's the turnbuckle powerbomb, a move which we've usually seen Seth Rollins commit. And Rollins, he doesn't have the NWO by his side anymore. And he's finding out the hard way what Drew Galloway is all about. Clotheslines him in the corner. He drops to the floor. And now Galloway looking for some high risk. Higher end district on the top. And there's the clothesline from the top rope. Rollins is down. Galloway hoping to set Rollins up for maybe the Future Shock DDT. Or indeed that lethal Claymore kick that almost put away Kurt Angle this past week. And now both men run off the ropes, and look at that spine buster. Double A Arn Anderson will be proud of that one. And you can see Rollins nearly getting to his feet, but picked up again by Galloway and slammed face first into the canvas. That's going to mess up his pretty boy facial features. Rollins on the top rope and kicked in the groin. Or maybe just above the belt. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. But at the moment, there you go. Rollins catches the leg and hooks it under the top rope in the trio woe. Is he going to go for that double stomp maybe? Could definitely put away Galloway here. But look at that strength. And that is pure core body strength by Galloway to lift himself out of the trio woe and deliver that overhead belly to belly throw. Oh, look at this again. A reverse Alabama slammer. And Rollins' face is getting a pounding in this matchup. Whiplash effect off the canvas. And Galloway setting him up. Go for that Claymore. But Seth Rollins just about moves out of the way. And now he's on the apron, but there's a boot by Galloway, sending Rollins down to the concrete below. And Galloway being given an earful by the referee. But Rollins needs to get back into this, but swipes out the leg. Sweeps it under him. Oh my, going for the curb stomp. But now Galloway rolls onto the top rope. And Rollins, what's he planning on doing here? Oh my, I don't like the looks of this. There you go. Suplex number 1 from the top rope. And then the gutbuster follow-up. And that is why Rollins is one of the best wrestlers in the world today. You can disagree with his attitude all you want. I was taken aback by that clothesline, quite frankly. Rollins again. Well, I'm singing the praises of him. I shouldn't count out Drew Galloway either. Oh, and here's a backslide by Rollins, but oh no! Future Shock DDT, I should say, but a kick out by Seth Rollins. And Drew Galloway almost put away the Architect right there. This is a man who's been coined by many as the future of our business, but Galloway has also had that name touted about him before. And now the sling blade by Seth Rollins. Galloway's down. And Galloway, after a disappointing loss to Kurt Angle this past week, thanks to Seth Rollins, looking to build back some momentum, but what a kick that's going to scramble his brains for the rest of the week, certainly. And maybe longer. Oh, and well, we talked about how he mocked Triple H and how he beat him before, and well, looking for a pedigree as well, and a curb stomp, but look at this! Good God, what a pile driver! Is that not banned? Well, Galloway obviously felt that he had to pull something out of the bag. And now that Claymore right to the back of the skull. And Seth Rollins he's knocked out. There's no doubt about that. And Drew Galloway pins Seth Rollins to end this matchup. This physically intense one, I should say. Galloway, first of all, with that twisting pile driver, and then the Claymore kick. Well, I'm guessing it wasn't banned, otherwise the referee would have called for a disqualification, but that was brutal. Well, Rollins looked to mock the recently injured Triple H. What a class act he is, with the pedigree, missed the curb stomp as well, but then that pile driver, that jumping pile driver, and the Claymore to the back of the skull, and Rollins, as they say, with his, well, it was as good as done for him. Rollins is getting frustrated in the ring now. What's done is done. He has lost. He pounds the mat in frustration. But Galloway impresses me and impresses the board of directors, I'm sure. Galloway is victorious, and Rollins saying he was the better man here tonight. Well, the result is going to say differently, unfortunately for him. And his master plan is going to continue him to skyrocket him to the top here in NLW, and the victory over Seth Rollins has cemented him as a key player here in No Limits Wrestling. And you want to talk about key players, up next, the pain is going to arrive, and it is going to arrive right at CM Punk. CM Punk has been taunting Lesnar for weeks, but Lesnar has not been able to hit the F5 on CM Punk. He debuted at WrestleMania to save NLW. CM Punk showed his true colours at WrestleMania, but these two men, these clash of egos, they will go one-on-one, mano-a-mano, coming up next to Revenge. Lesnar hasn't been able to get his hands on Punk, but Punk is looking to put away Lesnar. That's up next.